Leave the women at your gym alone
Why? Why is that? I
because
hear
that's
that all the time.
because that's a place you frequent.
The sad reality is that gym creeps are actually part of the reason some women have anxiety about going to the gym or even wanting to work out.
Okay, that's another question.
Sure.
That's people single.
Why?
Do you think guys should approach women at the gym?
I do not.
You don't think so?
Unless you're hot, don't come near me while I'm trying to get a workout in.
When you approach girls at the gym, you simply don't approach girls at the gym.
I do not believe in approaching women at the gym. I used to do it, but now we're in an environment where women take pride in making videos. You guys have seen the videos of men being creeps in the gym.
Listen, man, I got a treat today. Some of y'all might like it, some of y'all might not, because listening to these chicks might be unbearable for some of y'all. All of that right there, that is just stimulation as far as what I played. Just some anti-gym approach, gym creep shit, men shouldn't approach a gym, all that stuff. That's all that was there. What is one of the things that I always say, man? Everybody will say that, but chicks at the gym still be getting fucked. Well, today we have something that, in my opinion, I live for this type of shit. It is magical. What we got here is two chicks I can... I'm sorry. We got two chicks that I can almost guarantee you have never heard of, but they got tons of followers and stuff like that. If you are around like white women that have never been around no niggas, I mean none, then they might know who these people are. Let me just set the tone, just set the page, let you know what we're going to be doing today, man. This is from a discontinued podcast that they had called Free the Girls, where they talk candidly, uncut, very raunchy, crazy. They are birds, keeping it a bean, but they are valley girls and stuff like that as well. So some of y'all might not be able to stomach, how they sound or how they talk. It doesn't bother me. But they say the things that we know that damn near all women try to act like isn't true, especially when men are watching. And then on top of that, they're saying things that you have probably never heard women on any of these social media platforms or anything, in any of these reaction videos that anybody red pill doing is saying. That they're saying stuff that damn near no chick is saying on the internet. And I'm not just talking about this episode, I'm talking about this podcast in general. I definitely may react to more of it in the future. I've reacted to one clip or a couple clips before or something like that, but we got to get to this. So that's just me letting you know what it is. They're going to be talking about guys at the gym and shit like that.
So today for episode 6, we've read your comments and your DMs, and we decided to talk about all things gym, So body image, body confidence, but the most important thing,
the hot fucking guys.
The hot fucking pieces of meat,
the
literal
gym bros.
meat at the fucking gym, and how you just kind of look at these gym guys and think, wow, I would love to take them for a fucking ride.
What does their cock look like?
Let me go fuck them in the locker room.
Man, they look fucking good and sweaty, and I would lick those biceps.
So listen, you got a taste. You know if you can stomach this or not. We gonna fast forward.
Like, when you go to a gym, especially being our age in your early 20s, everyone goes to the gym to look at each other. Maybe there's a select few people that go and they're going, just to get a workout. They don't even give a shit about what they look like.
Those are the mature, people that have their lives together, but we are not those people yet.
No. Then there's us. The gym is our fashion show. We have to wear the tightest fucking leggings that go right up our butt crack because we already know people are going to be looking. And when we go to the gym, we have our wandering eyes looking around at any hot piece of meat that we can fantasize about.
I know. I have so many thoughts going through my head of things I think about at the gym, kind of like what you just said, the wandering eyes. We were just talking about this the other day. I cannot control myself. If I see somebody that I even find remotely interesting or attractive, I will fucking stare. Yeah. I can't do a glance. I can't, keep it casual or hide the way my eyes are going. I'm looking right at them, looking at every inch of their sweaty ass fucking body and thinking what I would do to it.
I feel like I'm the opposite. No, the opposite in the fact that I try to make it not obvious. I will literally look like through my hair like this,
corner of your eye,
kind of look around, or I'll look in the mirror and I'll be looking at someone who's all over here. That's the good thing about the gym. The mirrors are all around the whole place.
So I hope you notice some of the things that happen there. One of the first things is that they said, you know, it's a fashion show and they trying to shove the pants in their ass crack and stuff like that. That's one of the things. And they said they're doing that because everybody is watching. What chicks will tell you is, oh, I do this shit for myself. I do this shit for myself. I don't do this for nobody else. But what is the other thing they say? I don't dress for no man. I don't dress for no man. They're directly correlating how they dress to not only getting attention, but they are in there scoping for what they say, gym cock. They're scoping for hot guys. And what is something else that they said? They said that the majority of the people at the gym, which this has never really been me, honestly, but they say the majority. I ain't about to sit here in front, man. When I go to the gym, I hoop. I don't be trying to hit the weights or nothing like that. But, and let me say this, especially to the young dudes, you should be hitting the weights. But anyways, they both admit it. The damn near everybody going to the gym is there to look at each other. They're there to look at the hot people. The hot people. They're there to gawk at other attractive people or just scope other attractive people out, et cetera, et cetera. They are going to get into that more, but these are things that people try to act like isn't the case. And when I say people, I mainly specifically mean women. They be so full of shit. You go all over social media, they acting like the gym is the most dangerous place on earth. It's full of creeps. The creeps are so bad. And they're going to talk about that as well. Let's get back to it.
And leg day is the best day to test out all those new leggings because that's when you can see how your fat ass looks in them.
Yeah, because when you get sweaty and they start sticking to your butt and getting stuck in your butt crack. Oh, I'm in the mirror literally yanking them as high as they can possibly go up my crack because that's one thing I can't look at. When a girl wears leggings, just please yank them up. Yank them up hard. Yes. If you want your ass to look good,
ladies, Claudia and I will only say this once. Actually, it might be worth saying it multiple times.
Yeah.
When you wear leggings, do not wear them the way a normal girl would wear them, aka a 40-year-old mom. Wear them like Claudia and Devora would. Mm-hmm. Hiked as far up as they can go, literally giving you camel toe and ass toe. Like legit, like yank them up in between both your cheeks. So it's basically like you're naked, but with a colored legging on over top.
Stray birds. It's like you got an idea that this is the shit that they think, but it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's just funny to hear them actually say it. And it just sounds so crazy the way that they say it. But listen, I'm gonna try and get to the more valuable parts as far as like the creep stuff and what else? The gym cock shit.
To the gym, I always get girls being like, how are you so like confident around all the guys like staring at you? Doesn't it make you uncomfortable or feel weird? No, because I look at it as it's like motivation to work hard. Like when someone's watching you do something, you want to be like doing your best. It like holds me accountable almost, even if it is creepy sometimes.
I was going to say there's definitely the select few that are fucking disgusting, that like, stare too much.
The old dads.
Right, that stare, or they'll make comments and it's just like now is not the fucking time. But I saw this, was it a TikTok when it was like the sexual tension between, you know, other people your age, whether it's in a gym or in an airplane, whatever it may be. But I think that even if you don't necessarily find a guy attractive at the gym, if you're in the same age range, it's almost like you're bound to have some sort of tension there. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's so normal, but kind of like Claudia said, I would use that as a motivation rather than as an intimidation.
So this is the thing. All women are not the same. They are not a monolith. And these are a, you know, specific type of bird, maybe a sparrow, a cockatoo, I don't know, cockatoo. But the reason I have to mention that is because these are women who you could say they're thoughts 304s, whatever you want to say, but they thrive off of the male attention. So you got to combine some of the things that you have heard. They are hiking their fucking pants up their ass so crazy. And they know people are going to be watching them and stuff like that. But it gives them energy as far as the dudes watching them. It is their motivational force to go to the gym. Now, this is the thing. I know chicks with social anxiety, or at least so they tell me, you know, chicks be lying. And they go to the gym at late times when nobody is there and shit. So there are some who are the complete opposite, or at least they say so. But the other thing that the one girl mentioned is even if it's creepy sometimes, it holds her accountable to do the work, even if it's creepy sometimes. Well, I'll translate that for you. Even the creeps, on some occasions, if they aren't doing too much, if they just looking, it still gives me that motivation, that energy. But dudes is creepy. Some of the dudes is creepy. Now, what is the thing that same woman mentions when they get into talking about the creep? She mentions old guys. And what do? They have a discussion about people within their age range and older guys. Now, this is the thing, man. You listen to the Kevin Samuels talking points. You listen to a lot of these dudes, and they say, "Oh man, you get older with age, you're killing it." And The gym is an environment where your money does nothing for you. Granted, these chicks is birds, and you could probably find them on a sugar baby website. Not really, because the one chick is in a relationship. They might both be in relationships, but I'm talking about just these types of chicks. You know, might be able to find them on a sugar baby site, might be able to catch them outside the gym, be a sponsor or whatever. If you want to be Mr. Trick and Money Pockets McMahon man, you know, in your 50s and 70s and shit. But them disqualifying old dudes is pretty much proof that, yeah, there is a male wall. None of the red pill manosphere, nobody talks about that shit, but there is a male wall. So you got to capitalize on your youth to whatever degree while you can. Because when you hit a certain age, the game is going to be completely different for you, especially if you're trying to get at chicks in their 20s and stuff like that. It's not that you can't get on. You're just going to have to use a different means of getting on. And that means it's going to be payola. Now, the other thing that they mentioned is that there is some type of sexual tension between anybody that's in their age bracket, whether they think they're creepy or not. I don't know if they said that. I can't remember. I'm not going back. But that is very interesting as well. But again, these are takes that you hear a lot of people speak against, people being women, and even some dudes will co-sign like, you know what, yeah, it's not even worth it, all this stuff. But these chicks, I cut out a part, they really live to go to the gym, bro. They said they build their whole day around that shit. They buy expensive outfits, cute outfits, all that stuff, and you heard about how they hike their leggings up and they love the attention that they get at the gym. But they also love that they get to see hot, fit dudes. So for you looks maxing motherfuckers, that validates you to some extent as well as far as getting in the gym. And it's something I never really disagreed with. I just don't think it's the end all be all, but we're going to continue.
When I feel like the point of the gym is to be surrounded by other people that are working hard, and that only makes you work hard as well. You shouldn't be scared.
I could never, like, working out alone. Like, I feel like often I get people asking, "Oh, can you show what a good workout at home is?" I don't work out at home simply because it's not motivating to me. I won't get anything done. I'll lay there like a blob half the time on my phone because no one's watching me do anything. But in the gym, it's like I needed to like get this set done, move on to the next machine, know what I'm doing next. Like, it's just a whole different world.
Right. And
I can't relate to this mindset because I was an athlete, the whole first half of my life. So when it comes time to do the work, I actually like working out away from people. I like working out at the crib. I like working out at the park. I like working out at empty tracks. I like hitting, the stadium steps and stuff like that. Dolo. I like that type of stuff. I'm not against a group workout, but you want me to keep it so real with you? I have never in my life bought a gym membership at a gym that didn't have a basketball court. At this age, yeah, I do work out. I do strength train and shit like that. I was doing free weight not barbell, but dumbbells and stuff like that. I put those down and doing all body weight for the most part, but I've never felt like, the need to get motivation from a crowd and stuff like that. And this is the thing. What she is saying to me is kind of enlightening because there may even be dudes who are like, oh, yeah, I need to be around that energy because it's going to motivate me and stuff like that. But even then, the dudes that I know that I'm talking about, the dudes that I know that go to the gym that I'm close to, bro, they go late. They go when it's cleared out so they can get the machines that they want. The niggas that I know is not there to play. Like, that's what it is. So, yeah, we're going to keep moving on.
So
the most exciting thing is gym cock. Yes. So our experience with gym cock, we both have experiences for sure. We've kind of talked about the people that we've kind of fucked at the gym, but we won't go into too much detail about that. Just more so, to talk about it. I think at the end of the day, I'll be generous. 70 to 80% of the people that go to the gym are there to work out, but they're also there to
if you
fucking see what's there.
Yeah, if you're a younger honestly, the older fucking people do it too, because I've had older guys approach me. 100%.
But
it's like the gym there's so much testosterone and like, what is it? Estrogen.
And with buff arms, I will
and
want
tattoos.
to lick that fucking sweat off of your body.
Literally, like, imagine the scenario of meeting a really hot guy at the gym who's buff and sweaty, and after a workout, he just takes you in the locker room, picks you up, and fucks you against the wall.
Or lockers.
That's my fantasy, but has yet to come true. But I will say,
a little bit risque, but who's not down for a good time?
I know, and it's just like, it's literally that TikTok that says the sexual tension that you were talking about earlier. When you look around, you already know, like, they're looking at you, you can feel it, then they feel you look at them, and it's just like there's so many guys, especially at our gym, there's so many guys that are our age.
Right.
And it's just, you can't help it but be curious and like wonder, like, oh my God, how many times have we went home and dug up somebody's Instagram?
Yeah, you have no idea. Claudia and I, supreme fucking stalkers.
Literally.
We will literally have eyes for somebody, go home, fucking stalk everybody that we possibly think would be in relation to this person, and not stop until we find this person. We go to the gym location page. Is that what it is?
We search the location on Instagram.
Yeah, we search the location. We see if they tagged themselves at
the
that
gym
location.
website.
The gym website. The fucking gym roster if they had one. Like, literally anything and everything, we try to find these people, and we usually do.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, just mainly because we're curious to see, like, do they have a girlfriend? What do they look like without their mask on?
I know, now that there's masks, you can't even actually get a good idea of what somebody looks like. But I can't tell you the amount of times, even the guys that I wouldn't even typically find attractive, if I'm walking by strutting my shit and I see a guy lifting heavy and he's around my age and has a good ass body, I'm like, yeah, I'd fuck him. You know what I mean? In my own head, I'm like, yeah, I'd do him.
Yeah.
I feel like, at least if you're me or Claudia, you just can't help yourself sometimes.
No, I literally can't. I mean, we were just doing this yesterday.
Every day, usually.
Every
that we're
day.
there. I was just telling Claudia, because I don't think she didn't know the extent of that I went for this one gym guy. I think maybe 2 years ago now, a year ago.
Yeah,
I don't know how long ago it was, but when I was going to a different gym, I think I had just gone through a breakup or whatever, so my eyes were fucking looking around for a new piece of cock to suck, and
Hey, yo, like, bro, like, come on, man. But hey, before we get back to it, what do you think is creepier? Just being an old guy at the gym doing what everybody else is doing, looking at each other. Everybody's looking. They said everybody is there looking, and just being at the gym looking. But just being an old guy at the gym having eyeballs, is that creepier than deluxe stalking a guy that you seen and didn't say a word to? Which do you think is creepier? You know what's funny about this? Chicks they the main ones who be like, bro, you'll be at a bar the whole time and, you'll see a dude, you'll make eye contact with him, da-da-da-da-da. He won't say nothing to you, you won't say nothing to him, but he want to hit you on Messenger. He want to hit your DM after y'all get out the club. Like, I seen you yesterday, or you was looking fine yesterday. Why didn't you say nothing yesterday? That's the funny shit, bro. That's the ironic shit about this, because they'll say that type of shit all the time. But then we got these chicks fucking super detective stalkers. And even then, it doesn't stop at them. You out of your fucking mind if you think other chicks don't have a mean fucking stalk game. You really don't know women if you don't think other women, like a good chunk of women, don't have a mean stalk game.
I'm in the gym and I see this guy, super tall, just pretty sexy. Like, I thought he was good looking.
Mm-hmm.
And I just would look at him, and he worked out pretty hard. And I kind of like the ones that mind their own business and stick to themselves. The ones that don't let their eyes wander, kind of just very focused on themselves. And I feel like it makes you want them more when they don't look your way.
Yeah,
Because
'cause
you're
you're
like, what
curious.
the fuck? Like, does he have a girlfriend?
Why
Like,
are
why
you
is he not
looking at
fucking
me?
looking at me? So I would see this guy not all the time, but I'd see him at night usually. So then I was like, okay, I'm going to start going at night more. So I start going at night more, and then when I wouldn't see him, I'd want to rip my fucking hair out. Cause I'm like, oh my God, I just waited all day to go to the fucking gym, and he's not fucking here. So I'd see him once, twice. I maybe like saw him like 2 times before like there was like a big gap, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks I didn't see him, and I was getting pissed off. So I was like, all right, that's it. The next time I see him, I'm getting his fucking number one way or the other. Like, I'm no fucking pussy bitch. Like, mama ain't raised no bitch. So I see him at the gym, was a pussy bitch in the gym, couldn't go up to him. So I left the gym, and I fucking wrote down his license plate like a psychopath. And
Think about all the shaming this chick has done on this podcast when it comes to older individuals at the gym, just looking at them, not approaching them, just looking at them. This chick is upset, calling these dudes creeps just because they're old and looking. That's it. This chick is an absolute psychopath. She took down a motherfucker's license plate. She was that obsessed. My nigga, never in life has that even crossed my mind. And I can guarantee you, the guys that I know, not one of them have ever done that. But this chick went so obsessed that she went and got his license plate. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. But the other thing about that is, you know, some chicks, they just don't have an understanding of what dudes go through when it comes to approaching and stuff like that. And it's very funny when it's time for them to approach or anything, like they don't have no game. They don't have the ability to do it at all. 99% of them. Even when they say it's something that they going to do, they tell their friends, they tell themselves, they hype themselves up. A lot of them can't do it. But then you'll have these chicks like, oh, the one chick I reacted to the other day, like, oh, men need to get back to approaching in person. It was such a game and da-da-da-da-da. You on the receiving end. You don't know what it's like on that other end. And in the audacity of a lot of y'all to like harshly turn dudes down to try and like get at you and shit like that. That shit is crazy. Women be like, oh, men don't got no empathy. You motherfuckers who turn down men in crazy ways, y'all don't got no empathy. But let's get back to this shit.
I asked one of my friends to like run it for me because she like knew this like website or whatever. So she runs it. I didn't get a name. I fucking checked everywhere, everything. I could not find this fucking kid to save my life. Like I had no idea what his name was. Didn't know who he was. He didn't talk to anybody at the gym that I knew. Couldn't find him. So I think the next time so that was probably like the 3rd time I saw him. That didn't work out for me. So I was like, okay, I definitely need to act on this shit if I want this to go anywhere. So the next time, whenever it was, I don't remember how long in between it was, that I saw him, after I left the gym, I waited in my car because like the gym was closing. So I was like, he has to come out soon. I waited in my car for this motherfucker to come out. He comes out. I pull up next to him, roll down my window. I'm like, hi, like this might be a weird question, but like, would you want to go out sometime? And he kind of like laughed. He's like, yeah, like for sure. Okay, long story short, this guy was a fucking weirdo. And you know what I mean? It didn't go anywhere. I think we went bowling and I think he like maybe he was older than me, but I think he was like, yeah, like I only had sex with one girl. And like, you know, that's fine, but I can't relate. Like, I need somebody that's kind of like kinky like me. We had to have a good time together.
He's too nice.
He was way too nice. You know what I mean? Like, I love some nice guys, but he was too nice. It was just not the fucking move. But I was proud of myself.
Yeah.
For acting on that gym cock,
even
though it wasn't successful.
I know. I will say I'm a fucking.
Let me tell you, dog, that story, when I first heard it, I was screaming, laughing. And the thing about it, I'm pretty sure it was in a clip. I don't think I watched the whole podcast when it dropped the first time. But bruh, this shit right here was some of the funniest shit when I heard it. And you see why. So she gets his license plate and has her friend run his license plate. If a man were to do first, man, what? You want me to keep it real with you? You want me to keep it real with you? If a man were to get on a podcast and say he got a chick's license plate and he passed it off to his man, you know what people would think? These are human traffickers. Lock them motherfuckers up. That's what motherfuckers would think if any man said what she said. you have to understand how, bruh, that is extremely weird. Then the irony of calling a dude weird. We'll get to that in a moment, but she mustered up the nuts to approach him and did it like on some drive-by shit. That shit is crazy. But she got the job done. But listen, to call him a weirdo is crazy. And let's just go over some of the things that she said. Because she said that he's too nice, but what details did she give? Well, you know, when she approached him, the dude said, he laughed and said, okay. Like she made him sound goofy. So that's the first thing, not like just cool guy energy, just goofy. And even then, you could be a goofy dude and still get bitches, all that shit, but it's whatever. Anyways, she said they went bowling or something. Then she said that he said he only had one body, like, you know, just one body. He slept with one chick. And she said there's nothing wrong with that, but then pointed out something wrong with that. She wants to have freaky, kinky sex. She wants to have the freaky freak dip sex. I don't get it twisted. These chicks are some hoes, but you've seen my videos. Some of you like, you know, a lot of these chicks is hoes. It is what it is, man. It's just not news. It's nothing to fucking break the internet over. And let me tell you something, man. Motherfuckers like to make all these gooning posts and, oh, dudes need to get on NoFap or, oh, you niggas jack off too much, all this stuff. Women are 90 times freakier than men. Women are 90 times freakier than men. Let me tell you something, bro. These chicks is out here pegging dudes, putting on a strap and hitting dudes from the back. And then we'll go out and say that these dudes is not gay. When you had conversations with these chicks about their sex life, they'll say that these dudes is not gay, that they doing this stuff too. A lot of these chicks, bro, you tell it, like, you get into one of them conversations, like what turns you on, what you into and stuff like that. Bro, these hoes, it's never no vanilla shit, bro. It's never no, man, I like missionary and back shots and sucking dick. It's never just that, bro. It's always something rooted in some deep psychological shit. Like she like getting waterboarded or some shit like that. It's always some nut shit, bro. And listen, I'm going to keep it a bean with you. If you want to get the real out of them, you can't, when you talking to them, you can't judge them, man. You can't judge them. You got to let it come out. You can't shame them or nothing. You got, oh, man, that's cool. Oh, that's nice shit. Only thing, if they bring up some gay shit like putting fingers in booties or anything like that, you just let them know. That shit is never a go, man. That shit is never a go. But even when we get back to just women being freakier and shit like that, man, you got to think about it, man. Bitches be having fucking closets. You know how, like, you'll look at, like, a secret agent movie and, like, a dude will press a button, like, on some John Wick shit, and he got a whole armory inside his whole wall will flip around. One of the walls in his home will flip around, and it's all types of guns mounted to the wall. These bitches, they hit a button, and it's all types of dildos that you never seen. A 7-foot dildo attached to the wall flip around, the fireplace spin around and shit. They got the dildos on the wall. They got the motherfucking dick swords. They got the fucking chairs with a dick on it. They got the sewing machine that pump the dick. Like, it just pumps the dick inside you at, like, fucking 200 miles per hour. Like, these bitches is not just freaky, but they are perverted. Because, you know, a man will get slayed if he has just a butt, like a rubber butt in his crib. He will get slayed. And now you super creep. Now you the guy in the trench coat. Now you Pee Wee Herman. But when it comes to women, this type of shit is so accepted that it's widespread and just out in the open that, yeah, like a dildo in the rose is like just a natural requirement for most women. They got to get contraptions to masturbate and things of that nature. But let's reel it back because we went too deep on the freaky end. We went too deep in the freak zone. But that's a minus. That's a minus in her eyes because she's had a lot of men. I don't know how many men she's had, but I listened to the fucking podcast. She didn't fuck 3 dudes. She didn't fuck 5 dudes. She's fucked more than 5 dudes guaranteed. And honestly, for both of them, that's being extremely generous. That's being extremely generous. I think that's life for both of them. But once we get past that, we go back down to the fact that she said he was too nice. He was too nice. And I could get into having like the nice guy versus the jerk masterclass and shit, but we not doing that today. I'm going to just tell you one thing. I just had a dude in my comments, and I talk about this. I got the looks video that's dropping soon. It might have dropped already, or I don't know when I'm going to drop it. It could have dropped already. But, you know, motherfuckers be, oh, man, looks is number one. Looks is the biggest thing, da-da-da-da-da. So let's really look at what happened, because this actually goes to the point that I make all the time. Looks can get your foot in the door. It cannot seal the deal. Looks made her stalk this man and get his license plate. Never have I once on this channel downplayed the power of looks and said there is no power in looks. There's absolutely power in looks. But this right here is why I say personality is over looks. Because looks attract. Looks don't close the fucking deal. Looks don't close the fucking deal. If your personality or your game or whatever you want, whatever falls under that, if your confidence and all that shit, if none of that is in line, if none of it is right, if you were coming off, air quote, too nice or unattractive based on her dealings with you, you could look good enough for her to stalk and get your license plate and run it through some police scanner. You could look that good to where she's stalking you and she approaches you and you damn near a virgin. But if the personality isn't there, bro, the deal is not going to be sealed. The deal is not going to be sealed. Having a deficiency in your personality while you have the looks can lose you the babe. As where if you got the personality, as far as the game and stuff like that, again, looks are the first thing. Looks are the first thing. You don't have to be the most attractive looking dude. There's going to be a baseline that is acceptable, that is much lower than being the apex guy to where she is stalking you. And the attraction for her might be moderate. It might be high, whatever it is. Might be moderately high, but it's not through the roof to where she's stalking you and shit. Bro, if you could get your foot in that door and she is attracted to you to any degree, the personality is going to seal the deal. The personality is going to seal the deal. And this is why you see fat motherfuckers, ugly motherfuckers, all types of motherfuckers who you think shouldn't be short motherfuckers getting coochie that you think they shouldn't be getting. Having threesomes you think they shouldn't be having. Having poly relationships you think they shouldn't be having. Looks are powerful. They are powerful, but this just proves everything that I be saying. And I didn't even make this video with this intent because I couldn't remember the story verbatim.
Pussy, but on the other hand,
I kind of forced you for the one.
I have fucked some gym cock because Dev was like, "You're gonna do it."
She had
because
to.
we need to know.
Yeah, we had. Sometimes you see a hot ass guy
and you just have to know.
Have to know. Even
That's
if it
like the
sucks.
thing. It's not even like we look at them and we're like, "Oh my god, I want to like go on a date with them." It's more like we literally look at them and we see their body and we're like, "We need to know what it's like. So which one of us is gonna fucking do it?"
Or maybe both if we have to.
Yeah.
I mean, we could fucking double team. I don't even care.
Literally, we just need to know what it's like. And yeah, maybe it's going to suck.
Also, it's kind of like that thrill of seeing this person all the time when you go to work out. And then just like.
Because then you have like, even if it's not good, you have like eye candy when you go. You're like, I have someone who I know is fucking looking at me and thinking about my naked body.
Right. Granted, don't take it too far and date the guy because then when you break up. And you have to see them, that fucking
Gym
sucks.
exes is not fucking fun.
Those are not fun.
We gonna stop right there. I hope you got something out of this 304 psychology. I hope you got something out of this bird brain conversation. I hope you, because we went inside the minds of some hoes, just keeping it a beat. Now, throughout this, you're seeing things like, okay, like, yeah, you know, they be fantasizing about these dudes. Like, you might be listening to this and you might think that these chicks is one of a kind. They are not. They're actually a dime a dozen. A lot of chicks think just like this. A lot of chicks are very raunchy just like this. A lot of chicks are thirsty like this. So stop thinking that these chicks is innocent, sweet, and nice, and all that shit, and that they just so pure they don't be having sex, and they gonna be so offended when you say, yo, you trying to suck this dick or whatever bar you gonna hit them with, whatever bar you DTF, stop thinking that you gotta be like, you gotta slow walk everything and man, just get to it, bro. Do what you got to do to create that rapport, create that, just that little bit of comfort, that little bit, and then just pull the trigger, bro. Pull the trigger, bro. Because these chicks is fucking. You remember that video I reacted to the other day where a dude was mad when he said, oh, motherfuckers be like, everybody going, everybody cheating, da-da-da-da-da. Not necessarily about cheating, but the caption he had on top of the video is everybody going, and he trying to say everybody not going. Listen, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. That nigga's a square. A lot of chicks out here is going. The majority is going. I don't know if my looks joint came out yet or if it's coming out soon. If it's coming out soon, check it when it drop. If it's already out, you'll see it. It's gonna have it's gonna say all about looks. You know, go check that out because that's my take on it. The bar is not that high, but even if you do decide to air quote looks max, just make sure you get your personality right, man. Make sure you get your personality right. And I'll be talking about that soon another day, but let me know your thoughts. I'm gone.